Hey, everybody. Thanks as always for tuning in to PDubs Arcade Loft, where we always appreciate it when you hang out upstairs with us. So, on today's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about these new Arcade1Up cabinets and things that were announced today, or at least the pre orders went live. I want to get your guys' honest feedback and reaction. I want to know what you guys think about these cabinets, as well as the prices and all that kinds of stuff. Let's say hi to everyone in the live chat. We got Dr. Freeman. We got Travis. We got 8-Bit Vinyl. JWY loves KNC. Cryotech is here as well. Who else is here? Don is here. Shoeshine is here. Make sure you guys say hello in the live chat so I know you're here. Phil's Notebook is here as well. How's it going, Phil? How you guys doing, man? I just got home from work myself, and it's fun actually going into the office and then coming home. It's been a long time. Working in the office a couple days a week, working from home like 3 days a week. I don't know about you guys, but we're starting to do this whole, return to office stuff. So it's been interesting readjusting to the commute and things like that. So what's going on, Peter? What's going on, console fanboy? Ryan, Zero Hero is here, Joseph as well. Well, let's kick things off. First things off, I got to let you guys know there's an imposter out there pretending to be PDubs. This is a 100% true story. This is not anything. This is not a bit or anything like that. So let's take a look here, guys. I was sent a picture on Discord by Akuma Rev, who you guys know, Rev5. He's the guy from FightersEvo.com. He does all the voiceover commentary. You guys definitely want to go check out Fighters Evo on YouTube, one of my favorite YouTube channels right now. Love Rev. He's been making waves, doing all this awesome commentary for fighting games like with the Arcade1Up. And he sent me a message. He's like, "Yeah, baby, go get him, dude. You're 3-0. Keep it up. You're 3-0." And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about, Rev?" And Rev sends me this picture where he was watching a match on the Arcade1Up Street Fighter Big Blue cabinet. And there's some guy named PDubs Arcade Loft, and he's 3-0. And that's not me, guys. I don't even own this cabinet. But apparently, some guy is pretending to be me on the Arcade1Up, a Big Blue, and he's tearing it up. He's tearing it up. Hey, you know what? I don't even mind. I don't even care because he's winning, baby. He's winning. He's making me look good. But just so you guys know, that's not me. That's not me at all. I do not have that cabinet. I'd like to get that cabinet, but I don't want to spend $600 on that cabinet. whatchamacallit. So yeah, guys, that's not me. But seriously, guys, would you don't try to impersonate other people. I mean, I don't care. I don't mind if this guy wants to run around and pretend he's me, but it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. So yeah, guys, just so you know, it's not me. All right, but let's get into the fun stuff, guys. I'm sure you guys want to talk about the fun stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about real quick is the Arcade1Up Tron cabinet. Pre-orders went live on Target's website, which is very, very interesting, right? Very, very interesting that the pre-orders are live with a release date of December 10th. If you're able to see it right there. Let me know in the live chat, guys. Did you pre-order a Tron today from Target? And if you didn't pre-order a Tron, go ahead, guys. I want your feedback, your reactions, why you didn't place an order. Go ahead and put that in the live chat as well while I pull something up here. So, for instance, because pre-orders are not supposed to open until October 19th, which I find weird. Like on the Arcade1Up website, it says pre-orders aren't until October 19th, yet Target got the jump on everybody. And I don't know if the listings had issues or like are these listings that are going to get taken down for being turned on too soon, but they've been on all day. They've been on since bright and early this morning. So the question is Target going to take these down? What's going on here? Because everywhere else it says October 19th. So are we going to have to wait 12 more days before other retailers put their listings live? I think this kind of miscommunication stuff between Arcade1Up and their retailers, as well as their retailers having like improper listings, the wrong listings for the products, stuff like that is very, very annoying from a consumer standpoint. Let's go ahead and see. Now, Reset Rudy says retailers do whatever they want. That could absolutely be true, my friend. That could absolutely be true. Tony C says it's too expensive. Zero Hero, if you pay $749 now, you'll pay $849 next year. That's why I didn't pre-order. KGE, not yet. Todd, he wants it, just no money. Cryotech is waiting for Canada to become a real country so we can get stuff. Mark Whitman's here. Everyone say hi to Mark. Papa Brad says, don't do it. It's a trap. JWY says, why get this over a Legends Ultimate? And the Chosen One, he says, nope, Tron isn't a good game. I'm not paying $700 for a decoration. You do have to admit, though, that the new pictures that they posted on their website, though, you have to admit this is if you're buying this cabinet, and this is just my opinion, so don't roast me, guys, don't hate on me. This is just my opinion. And my opinion is if you're buying this cabinet, either you love Tron, like Tron is one of your favorite games of all time, right? So for obvious reasons, due to those heartstrings being tugged, you're going to pick up this cabinet. But I think if you're not a Tron lover, like if you really don't love Tron, you might only be picking up this cabinet just for the looks and to have it in your game room, because this might be one of the best things Arcade1Up has ever designed. I mean, I'm being honest with you guys. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. What a gorgeous little recreation. But the question is it pretty enough to spend that money? Oh, and by the way, I love, you guys will see it right here. In the early renders, Arcade1Up did not have the button right here for Discs of Tron. This is the button you use for Discs of Tron. For the other one, you use the trigger on the other side. So in the early renders, this button was missing. I was like, oh, wait, well, maybe they're just going to map it to the same trigger button over here. But it looks like they are going to use the Discs of Tron button right here. So at least they're going to have fairly accurate controls, right? But I mean, this thing is gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. And is it sexy enough for $700? Let's see what is going on. Yeah, the block button. There you go. The block button. The dress is blue and black. I don't care what anyone says. White and gold. Zero Hero. I love this comment. Scarlett Johansson looks good too, but she's just too expensive. Console fanboy, this is kind of where I'm at. Dude, at this point, we're buying these cabs for looks anyway. And yeah, Cryotech, you got to admit, it's pretty awesome looking. Joseph Ing, it's a nice looking cab. Now, hopefully, Glenn's Retro Show doesn't catch this live stream. And if you are a big time Tron lover, like you love this game, you love the game, you've played it for decades, it's one of your favorite things of all time. I mean, you guys, no offense personally. I did not grow up with Tron. Tron does not tug my heartstrings. And whenever I have played Tron on other cabinets, in my opinion, it's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big fan of Tron. And if you really love Tron, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because there's games I like that people hate. So, trust me, I respect your opinion. Please respect mine. I just don't think this game has aged well, but it's a spectacular looking cabinet. It's absolutely gorgeous with all the little black light effects and things like that that they're putting in here. Let's take a look at some of this cool stuff that they're adding. Let's see if they actually have it in the features. Um, Crisp graphics, blah blah blah. Well, you don't see it right there, but let's go ahead and let's open up this picture right here. So as you guys can see, here we're gonna open this in a new tab here so we can kind of zoom in on it. But where did it go? I guess it went away. There we go. So as you can see, they got all the little black light effects and things like that throughout the cabinet. It's interesting. And also apparently this J panel lights up. The J panel lights up. Let's take a look here. Do we got some better pictures on the Target website? Let's take a look. It looks like they have some of the old renders as well. As you can see right here, they don't even have the joystick button and things like that. Michael B, the Game Genius here. Everyone say hi to Mike. Discs of Tron should be good. Yes. Tony says put a 60 and 1 in it, but why would you do that? You'd have a Tron cabinet that doesn't have any Tron games. Tron doesn't come in a 60 and 1 last time I checked. Here we go. All right, there you go. There you go. It's spectacular. It's gorgeous. But am I personally going to buy this one? I think even though it's sexy and even though it is probably one of the best looking pieces of furniture eye candy that you could have in your game room, just me personally, guys, I'm not going to get this one. And that's because although it's gorgeous, Tron is not my bag. Like, it's just not my game. It's not exciting me or things like that. Glass Baby says it looks like a Decepticon. Picture 3 on Arcade1Up shows the lit panel. Thanks so much, my friend. That's the one I was looking for. I find it interesting that they threw that in. Let's take a look. Let's go back. Well, that kind of looks lit a little bit right there. Let's see if we get a better image of it lit up. No, not really. I mean, adding little lights everywhere is kind of cool, but yeah, I guess this is lit up. I guess you could say this is lit up, guys. I mean, but there you go. At least it's not obnoxiously lit like that Miss Pac-Man J panel. I mean, it is gorgeous. I probably would buy it if I saw it on a like a mega clearance, like most expensive nightlight ever. Thanks so much, console fanboy. That's pretty funny. Like if I saw this thing on like a mega sale, I might pick it up just because it's gorgeous and it'll look great in the room, and I might play it every once in a while. But I don't think I could spend the amount of money that they're looking for here. $700. Wow. $700, guys. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money for Tron. But then again, this is the new norm. These are the prices. Let's see right here. All right. And I'm going to pull up here. I did a survey. Well, I did a couple surveys. I threw a survey up on our Super Game Room Dudes Facebook page. So if you guys like the Super Game Room Dudes, we do have our own Facebook group. It's a Facebook group where you could talk about anything video games. You want to talk about arcades, modern gaming. You want to talk about VR gaming, any of that stuff. All conversations are allowed. If you guys like it, just go to your Facebook search bar, type in Super Game Room Dudes, and it'll pop right up, and you guys can join our Facebook group. So I put a survey in there, as well as I put a survey on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to pull this up. And let's see if we'll even be able to read this. Let's see here. So we got 291 votes so far. I said, hey, Arcade1Up, Tron, and Killer Instinct orders went live on Target's website today. Did you order? I wanted to hear everyone's fan feedback. So 9% of voters said they got Tron. 12% said they ordered Killer Instinct. 1% ordered both. 52% said they have no interest in either of these cabinets, and 26% said they're just waiting to see what the other retailer options are So it sounds like they're interested in in these cabinets. They just whatchamacallit, they didn't get their orders in. Now, obviously, if you think about it, you're like, well, wait a minute, 52% said no. If we include that 26% and the people that are interested, it does show you that like 48% of folks are interested in this particular product. Hang on a minute, guys. I got to switch some cameras here. Hang on. Yep, hang on. We're having tech issues. What the heck just happened? Uh, show advanced options. Oh, wow. That's crazy. All of our cameras went out. Every single camera. That is so funny. Hang on one quick minute, guys. So, guys, let me know what you think of these particular survey results that came out. I'd love to know. I've never seen a prettier stool. Shoeshine says so much for the yesterday. Todd Cottrell says voice chat with PDubs. There you guys go. The talking icon is scary. That's very, very funny. Yeah, it would be nice to know what other options are going to be available. Hang on one quick second, guys. Okay, had to switch cameras, guys. Sorry about that. So we're going to be a little bit further away. Looks like my other camera, what you call it, died on me. So my apologies for that. So freaking embarrassing. All right, let's get some live chat. Done with Arcade1Up. Too expensive. I'll take the Terminator 2. Does Tron have leaderboards? So yes, we did confirm. I actually did send a message to Mr. John D himself over at Arcade1Up. I said, hey, buddy, does Tron, and this was before the target listing went live. I asked him last week. I said, does Tron, with the live feature, does it have any kind of co-op play or anything? And he said, no, it's just leaderboards. And sure enough, on the Arcade1Up listing, it does say the Wi-Fi is just for leaderboards. So you guys will get that feature with this particular cabinet. Let's take a look here. Should be in the specs. Yep, Wi-Fi enabled leaderboards. Let's get zoomed in here for you guys. Light up front panel, light up flight stick, light up marquee, all that kinds of stuff. So this thing is going to glow. Let me know, guys. Are you getting Tron? It sounds like some people are, but not everybody. Not everybody is getting Tron. As we kind of head over and we take a look here at the next cabinet, we do have Killer Instinct. So the Killer Instinct pre-order went live, and this is even more expensive. Tron is $700? And now we're looking at $749, guys. Holy cow, $750 to get your hands on Killer Instinct. That's pretty crazy. And yes, they do come with coinless operation. Bobby says with these prices, you'll have time to decide after reviews. Would love to, but it's too much. What it appears to me is it does appear that when it comes to the fighting games, we're getting the co-op play, playing at the same time together and all that stuff, able to fight each other, etc. When it comes to, and also with the beat 'em up games as well, like with Ninja Turtles and X-Men, we're able to play together, which is really cool. But it looks like with a lot of these other cabinets that they're coming out with, that will have Wi-Fi, such as the Class of '81 cabinet, and the Tron cabinet. It looks like leaderboards only, and same thing with Ridge Racer, which we are going to talk about Ridge Racer here very, very soon. Now, as you guys know, this particular cabinet is one of the ones that I was the most excited about from Arcade1Up. I think there's a lot of us that just absolutely love the Killer Instinct fighting game franchise. So this one, oh man, I would love to have it, but 750 for Killer Instinct. Todd Cottrell says, I need to raise my line in the sand. It looks like my line in the sand has got no hope. Now, what's interesting is I have seen a couple of folks put videos out there where they've said that there's actually multiple SKUs of Killer Instinct coming, multiple SKUs. And if that's the case, hang on one second, guys, we're going to fix something. And if that's the case, maybe it would be better to wait, right? Maybe it would be better to wait and see what is coming down the hopper and see if there's another SKU. Maybe there's a SKU without the things like that, right? Because if there's a SKU without the stool, well, boom, we're going to save $100 right there, and that would be really, really cool. Also, Cool Toy did a great video today showing people if you did want to buy these from Target, how you could save some money with the red card and things like that. I think that's the stuff my wife did when she got me that Pong tabletop countercade, as well as the Infinity gaming table, because she didn't pay full price on either one of those. Chicken Joy says, waiting for that Killer Instinct cabinet. Waiting for the Killer Instinct cabinet. Where is the other PDubs line in the sand? Yeah, we need to have like a backup line, right? Like a backup line in the sand. Don't pay bills. Don't pay rent. Buy Killer Instinct. Now, this cabinet does have good lineup. You got 2 Killer Instinct games, as well as you're going to get the Battletoads versus Double Dragon console game, as well as the Battletoads arcade game. And I love the Battletoads arcade game. So, nice game lineup. This one's going to be tough for me. Like, I want this cabinet because I know all my buddies are getting this cabinet, and I want to play online with people. And in all honesty, if I had to rank like those fighting game franchises, Mortal Kombat for me would be number one. I love Mortal Kombat. Like, if Arcade1Up released online Mortal Kombat, I would definitely be super interested in picking that up. Like, if they did a 30th anniversary cabinet next year, like the rumors have been saying. Killer Instinct would be number 2, and then Street Fighter would be number 3. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you guys know I like Street Fighter, but I'm not in love with Street Fighter. That's another reason why I didn't jump at the big blue. Even though it's cool, and I have some FOMO. But yeah, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, those are 2 of my favorite fighting game franchises. Michael B, you're going to get it. You know you're going to get it. Dr. Freeman says, no FOMO. Steve says he's not paying these prices. Where the heck is Dragon's Lair? Did it just fall to February? Yeah, and that's interesting, guys. That's something to keep in mind is even though these pre-orders are going live here in October for these cabinets, there's a good chance these cabinets aren't going to show up until January. In fact, even on the Arcade1Up, I'm sorry, not the Arcade1Up, even on the Target website, it says that the release date is January 15th, and that's the tentative date. It could always be delayed with the backups at the ports and things like that. So are you going to be able to unwrap this come Christmas time? Probably not. Probably not. This thing is just going to be for, oh God, what's the word? This is a good way to ring in the new year with your new Arcade1Up cabinets. Yeah, King of Fighters, I would actually put underneath Street Fighter for me. No offense to the King of Fighter fans out there. FOMO fever spreading. Yep, when you see a ton of people having fun, you just kind of want to get it involved, right? You just kind of want to get in there and do the same thing everyone else is doing. So FOMO is real. And sometimes I think I make FOMO purchases, but I've been really good the last 6 months of not buying every single arcade cabinet. And I'm talking from Arcade1Up. I'm talking from New Wave Toys. I'm talking from Numbskull. Because when I first started my YouTube channel, I was buying everything. And I've been really selective the last 6 months. And I'm sure my wallet thanks me for that. I think we did a test stream the other day, last night, and someone said, if you have to think about it that hard, you don't really want it and probably shouldn't buy it. Because we were once again talking about the big blue FOMO. But guys, let us know in 2 games, $700. I think I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys talk about Tron? Oh yeah, you guys are probably talking about Tron. Terminator 2 looks cool, but still hasn't officially been announced yet. Now, I'll tell you, out of the three cabinets that kind of hit the news today, the one cabinet that really actually excited me the most was Ridge Racer, guys. Was this Ridge Racer cabinet? If you guys had to choose between Outrun and Ridge Racer, which one would you pick? Let me know in the live chat. Let's do it this way. Let's put a 1 in the chat if you want Ridge Racer, put a 2 if you're Outrun, and put a 0 if you don't like them at all, and put a number 3 if you're going to get both. Let me know. But this Ridge Racer cabinet actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to be. We're going to get, it appears we're going to have 5 games on it. We're going to get Ridge Racer 2, Rave Racer, Ace Driver Victory Lap. Let's take a look here, guys. All right. The numbers are flying in. So I'm seeing Ridge Racer, Outrun, Ridge, a couple of zeros, Ridge. Nocturnal says he's getting both. There you go. Console Fanboy put a 3 for cruising. 3-0. Can I return my Outrun for Ridge Racer? So what's funny is I don't, when it comes to the Ridge Racer games, kind of like Tron, once again, I don't have a lot of nostalgia for these games. The Ridge Racer series is a bunch of games that I never like. I don't remember playing years and years and years and years ago. Now, since this cabinet was announced, I've tested a couple of the games, on some various images that are out there, and I got to say, I actually like the way they play. I do. So, and I think I want to get this one. I mean, they confirmed the wheel is going to have rumble, so you're going to have a little bit of feedback on the wheel. And this cabinet, in my opinion, is better designed than the Outrun cabinet. I love that marquee, the steering wheel. I love the red and black colors, and of course, it's a stand-up. If you guys saw my Outrun sit-down video of the review, I literally spent 5 minutes just complaining about the bench, which is ridiculous. If I ever filmed that review a second time, I would have just said the bench sucks in like 30 seconds and then moved on to the next topic. But one reason that video is so long is I just spent 5 minutes complaining about that stupid bench, which is hilarious. But let's take a look here, guys. So here's Ridge Racer. It comes with 5 games. We don't know the price yet. We can only assume that this is going to be another $600 to $700 cabinet. Ridge Racer's no Outrun. There you guys go. R4 is missing. Cryotech says it looks better than Outrun. Yeah, maybe from an appearance point of view, it looks better. The Outrun games are fun, though, like Turbo Outrunners. I love Turbo Outrunners. I love that game, and all that stuff. Mikey says, I never liked that bench either. Stand-ups are the way to go. Phil's Notebook says they went with a stand-up cabinet. So, guys, we don't know the price yet, but we can assume that this will once again be a $600 to $700 cabinet, even without a stool. But they're going to say, hey, you got a steering wheel and all that kinds of stuff. They're going to say, hey, it's got more stuff in it, more hardware, more expensive hardware, force feedback on the wheel, etc. Let us know, guys. Are you going to be picking up Ridge Racer? Put a 1 in the chat if you are. Put a 0 if you're not, so we can kind of see that feedback from folks in the live chat. That's one I did not take a poll on. Stardust says, Killer Instinct, baby. There you guys go. Kelsel's Arcade is here. He's putting 1 in the chat. He's going to get Ridge Racer. Let me know. Weapon X, 0, 0, 0, 0. We got Stardust with a 1. I'm seeing more zeros than ones. Console Fanboy, give us a $5 super chat. When Cruisin' or Daytona come out, you'll sell Ridge Racer anyway, so why bother? And these games have not aged well. That's correct. That's correct. Because, there are those who are going to purchase every cabinet. They're going to buy every single because maybe they love racing games and they're going to buy every single Arcade1Up racing cabinet. But I think if you put Cruisin' Daytona next to Ridge Racer and Outrun, and they're all the same price, and you only had $600-700 to spend, I think most buyers would pick Cruisin' or Daytona. Why wouldn't you, right? I would do the same thing. I would pick Cruisin' or Daytona as well. But still, this cabinet looks pretty cool. I like what they got going on with this cabinet. I'm interested in this cabinet. We'll see how I feel about the price and all that when it gets announced. Let's take a look here. Chum Bucket. One Up is liking the $700 price. They will start charging that from here forward. What's next? 800. Yeah, I'm really hoping that these prices that have happened this year, the mega increases they took, I really hope that it stays stagnant, like it kind of plateaus from here. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it plateaued. If it happens to whatchamacallit, if it happens to get increase more by next year, like within another 12 months, they start adding another 100, $150 to these cabinets, and these cabinets are literally $1,000 a piece for just a couple of games. I'm probably gonna stop buying all Arcade1Ups altogether, and that's just being honest with you guys. I just think that's way too much money. Um, Hopefully they did this and, like, this is the price for the next couple of years and before the next jump, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know, right? We don't know. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes there and all that stuff. Let's see here. Zod Rider says priced. Weapon X says same. Zod Rider says, let's be honest, they're priced out of the market. Al is here. Al's done artwork for the channel. Thanks so much, Al. JWY says, keep digging that grave. One Up. He doesn't think they're going to survive. But what's interesting is, it is true that if they sold 3,000 cabinets at one price at a higher price versus, 10,000 cabinets at a cheaper price, and then they end up getting like chargebacks and cabinets returned because there's just too much and people aren't buying them. Like they actually make more money. They actually come out ahead by doing limited runs at a higher price. It actually works out. I mean, think about it, guys. We were seeing far, far less clearance and fire sales because they're making less cabinets of each version, right? So, but one thing they're making a whole ton of are these countercades and babycades. Oh my God. These countercades and babycades, they're thousands upon thousands are landing every week, clearing the ports. It's pretty crazy. Put a fridge in the Ridge. There you go. Put a fridge in the Ridge Racer cabinet. What if they start selling full size cabinets? Well, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, this is something we've always talked about on all of my podcast shows is if Arcade1Up gives us the value to justify that price, absolutely I would pay it if it was a product I was in or a game I was interested in. They made full size cabinets with premium controls, 19-inch screen, banging speakers, a great experience, and it was $1,000. I can understand that, right? But $1,000 for a three-quarter scale product, it's a lot harder to swallow, right? It's a lot harder to swallow considering just a couple of years ago, these cabinets were $300-$400 a pop, right? And now they're double. They're double that. It's crazy. And yeah, you can fit a lot of countercades in a container. It's amazing how many of these are coming over and how many they're making. So do not like full size. They can sell any titles in that form factor, and people will pay $229 before $1,000. There you guys go. Full size with cheap MDF would not work. It would break easily. There you go. Full size with a 17-inch screen. Yeah, no, like I said or a minute ago, I said, I'd want a bigger screen. Give us that like 19-inch, 20, whatever, just go bigger, right? Shoeshine says full size takes up too much room. That's correct. There we go. So I like Ridge Racer. I like what they're doing with this cabinet. I'm very interested in this one. We'll see what happens once the pricing and all that is announced and how soon it's going to be shipping and all that kinds of stuff. Let's take a look here. Do I have now the Super Game Room Dudes poll that I put in our Facebook page? It very closely mirrors the poll that I had on my YouTube channel. The results are pretty much the same, but you guys can join that group. Check out those results, cast your votes as well. But the results were pretty much the same as what we saw right here. So it looks like a good chunk of folks, at least 25% of them, are waiting to hear what other retailers are going to be selling. From what we've seen last year had like last year Arcade1Up had like 5 variants of each cabinet with different features, different games, and different prices depending on the retailer, if you guys remember. If you guys have noticed all this year, we haven't seen that. Like all the stores are shipping the same variant of the cabinet. So will Walmart and all these other ones, will they have one? Like the only thing we've gotten this year different is like Walmart has done a couple without the stool, right? But minus that, all the SKUs have been the same from what I've seen this year for the actual three-quarter cabinets. So will Walmart, Best Buy, and all of them have another variant of these cabinets? I hope so. And I hope Walmart doesn't have a stool. That way people can save some money. And Arcade1Up, in my opinion, we don't need to include a stool anymore with every cabinet purchase. Like, I just don't think we do. Let me know in the live chat, guys. Do you want a stool with every Arcade1Up cabinet purchase? Put a yes if you do, put a no if you don't, because I know there are people out there that love the stools. They love the stools. They collect the stools. They love them. Michael B. the Game Genie. His arcade is full of stools. Kelso's arcade. His arcade is full of stools. Do you know how many stools I have in my loft? One. And all the rest are down in the garage collecting dust. But let us know, guys. Let us know. So I see, yeah, Kelso, like I said, he likes the stools. I'm seeing no, no, no. Simpsons without a stool rules. Yes, but charge $30 for it. There you go. No more. No more bloody stools. Stool sample. No more stools. Should be an option if they were adjustable. Less tin signs too. That's funny. But I think they've only done tin signs for one cabinet. So there you guys go. Giving out stool samples. That's pretty funny, David. Thanks for the joke. So yeah, dudes. I think Arcade1Up needs to just get rid of the stools. I think we have enough and maybe just sell them separately. Let's save some money on these cabinets. Oh, I can't say that comment on the show, Pitbull. Come on now. Atari, he says he's too cool for stool. There you guys go. He's too cool for school. Too cool for stool. All right, my dudes. What else we got going on? So, what was I going to tell you? So, it does appear that also my Pong tabletop countercade thing that I pre-ordered, like the only Arcade1Up that I've pre-ordered, that's also on delay. Like my wife said, like it's not shipping when it's supposed to ship. So God even knows when I'm going to get that thing as well. So Dr. Freeman says Arcade1Up jump the shark. All he wants is a lighted marquee and riser. There you go. Tony, now if you guys go to Harbor Freight, they have an awesome stool that's got flames on it. I know what he's talking about. That's actually a pretty cool stool at a pretty good price. Make sure you check out Harbor Freight for all that stuff. Any At Games updates lately? Yeah, we'll probably talk about that tomorrow on the Super Game Room, dudes. The theme of this show or tonight's stream is I really want to just talk about these Arcade1Up things that are happening right now. Are the stools nail proof? Absolutely not. I think a cat with claws would tear it up. All right, guys. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. There's no reason to drag this type of conversation 60, 90 minutes, 2 hours. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you guys joining me. I loved seeing all of your guys' feedback on these cabinets. In my opinion, since Target's the only listing that went live, if you feel like you're going to miss out on the opportunity, get your orders in, especially if you're a big fan of these cabinets. If you have patience and if you're not in a rush, waiting until another week because the official date for the pre-orders isn't even until October 19th for Killer Instinct as well as Tron. So there'll be other retailers out there selling these cabinets as well as Arcade1Up directly. Hopefully there'll be some bundles without a stool. That way we can save some money on these things. Make sure you guys keep your eyes on that. So, and if you guys are interested in these products, don't buy them. Like if you have to think about it really hard, it means you really don't want it. I absolutely love that piece of feedback that a viewer gave me last night. Do me a favor, guys. If you're interested in At Game stuff, I think they're doing the Build Your Own Legends contest. You guys can go join B Kong's channel and check that out. Tell him PDubs sent you. If you're interested in an Arcade1Up conversation, I think my good friend 19K Fox might be live as well. You guys can head over there, tell him PDubs sent you as well. Do a live stream raid. Support these fellow retro gaming content creators. If you enjoy my content, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the way out. Leave me your comments and feedback after the video. And as always, guys, Thank you for subscribing. And don't forget, tomorrow, Friday, Super Game Room Dudes. Make sure you tune into the Super Game Room Dudes YouTube channel. We're going to have a fun show for you. Guess what, guys? Giggles guaranteed. You know what that means. All right, my guys. We'll talk to you later. You guys have a great night.